Hey everybody, we're here on set for a tentative title, Room to Room, directed by Natalie Scarlett, starring Francis Lister, Sean Treadway on cam, and old Jesse Nyender sitting here telling you about it. So stay tuned, y'all. We got a lot of cool shit to show you. We could do, because then what we could do is like Sean could get like a soft zoom on that like tiny window that then jumps to the window that we're slowly pointing out on that she's looking at.
Oh my God!
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
If you play that card, it almost like you don't even see her in the house. It's almost like premonition shots of the house that we're pushing in on.
Gold color, like I'm glad we chose this one because of this is within our color scheme, and there's a ton of this color around. I mean, the fucking wall right there is the same color.
You know, it was amazing. Okay, cool. Because there's a couple shots where you could even have like. We can have like fingers touching the books, you know, as we go by. But you said, so she's going to come through here. She's going to make her way around the library. Now, we had originally said that we wanted maybe Sean up on the ladder or something and get like a really awesome like pan of that. We could still have the dollhouse in that shot too.
She just hasn't seen it yet. Yeah.
So yeah.
She's focused on, you know, the up and around kind of.
And is she making big, are we making big movements in this too?
She'll get there.
She'll get there.
Yeah, she'll get there. I think Francis, even if we're just thinking about levels, like, she comes crawling in and she's low. And I feel like you can you're not even up yet, right? Like, you can be low on the ground, moving around, looking up, looking like a little creature that's being released for the first time. It's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Was it like an old curtain or something?
No, it was actual fabric. People take their old scraps to thrift stores a lot.
It feels too like, yeah, you've been in this house all by yourself and you made it. Yeah, but it looks believable that you just made it out of some scraps you found laying around the house. You know.
I don't want to say Wes Anderson because that's just beaten to death, but we're not at Wes Anderson, and we'll never be Wes Anderson.
It's got a dusty vibe, and I like that.
Yeah, that's kind of.
Does it feel good to move around in?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get some cool shots of her like slowly moving, or something like where she's coming this way and she's going over to that ladder. We see the dollhouse for the first time. That's first hint at it that we've been cutting away to that throughout the thing. Yes. Then maybe Sean and I can take this and I might bring a flat table or something and move this dollhouse around and put it in front of the camera. So like for instance, she's over in this corner standing. We could pull this dollhouse and we get a shot to where she's full framed, but it's through the window of the dollhouse. Yeah. With like that too.
Yeah, basically, I don't want the dollhouse to become another main character.
No.
Like we have too many big things going on already, so I don't want I want the dollhouse to be a symbol we can use to make the points we want to make, but it's not the focal point suddenly of the library.
But through the dollhouse. So you need to have better maintenance on this.
It's not too bad.
Well, it's also too is like, what's the lighting look like inside
That's
the
really
house?
dark.
Oh, it's kind of neat though.
See, and so maybe that's if you think that looks pretty cool, then yeah, we would see like Francis, like if we kept that far away, then she was like way the fuck back here, and there was like a full frame of her. I think that looked really cool.
Yeah, I can throw a better lens on there. That would probably get that.
Yeah, a bit better.
Yeah.
So through the house, through the door, we're gonna see Francis outside.
If we can, that'd be amazing. Well, we'll see her open the window, it'll light burst in, kind of thing. Like
exactly, like we had talked about, but through the window of the house, which is, I think we could pull off. If we'll just might have to move the house to wherever we need to. Man, maybe we can get another ladder in here tomorrow, and have Sean shooting a direct, like she climbs up the ladder, and then right behind her, like she's perfectly framed. We can have her putting the book on the shelf. So then we can have her hand being pulled away as we're in front of like the big shelf.
Yes, so there has to be a transition between hand on book on shelf and tiny fingers on tiny book on tiny shelf to tell us that they're the same. They're meant to be the same book, right?
Sure. Yeah. And
motivations of the character are and why she's doing all those actions and stuff like that because it's in the script and we talked about it. So I think it's good.
Okay, cool. So if we feel good about it here, we could move on to maybe instead of going up to Raíces, we kind of are going backwards. We're kind of moving backwards as we're filming this, and we can go kind of explore the house now and
Yep.
kind of figure out where our
I want
shots
Francis to
are.
get to play around on the stairs.
Okay.
I want Francis to get to play around with levels in the kitchen.
Cool.
Stuff in the sunny room over there, the dining room.
So those are
moving around in the
let's
dining
do that,
room.
and it's going to help Sean and I test lighting and stuff. Like, okay, we need to make sure we have light here and
Yeah.
this stuff like that.
It might be okay. Like I feel like the musical phrasing is such that we can move things around from this script. So we might not be in the library for
Well, if
half the
if
film.
you're also talking about doing interlacing cuts of the dollhouse throughout it, it could be something to where like we're moving through the house and then we get into the room, and we're moving through the house and we're getting into the library. So it could be an edit like that too.
We can play with all those.
And a lot of that stuff we end up figuring out in post production too. Like, oh, this is how this flows. Especially when you're sitting there and you're going, oh, that's then Francis did this, which made this movement look this much better in the shot.
We don't really see her.
Not in this, but like maybe the stairs.
Maybe on the
over
stairs and in there and maybe in the kitchen.
there. In the kitchen.
Spinny chairs are fun. You can do fun things with the spinny chair.
I think it'd be almost comedically funny and awesome, but like simple, as if, like for instance, we were doing like a pan shot out from behind this, and Frances is already spinning in the chair,
When we see her.
and then like she stops and then gets up and starts looking for the objects.
Yeah.
But it's like, okay, then I'm getting back to dreaming.
That's very dancery too when you do the head thing, you know?
Just looking up.
Well, and the head thing spins you around.
The head things spins me around.
Yeah, you know how dancers they like turn and then they turn their head and then they turn their head. You know what I mean?
Right
Spotting?
Yeah, spotting.
Looking
That's
in. Do you think we'll need any light in any way, shape, or form? Right, I mean, we got these lights right here. Hey, Francis, turn this way real quick.
No, we don't need any light.
Be good.
Fancy, I'll probably have to throw my ND filter on because it's like, look how bright it is.
Yeah, and something too is I want us to be able to get like maybe be able to get details outside of the window, but
Yeah.
I think in order to do that though, we would have to glass.
Oh no, that's the factory.
Yeah, I was gonna say you get great detail. Oh wait, that's the tree right there. But even with that too, that actually doesn't look too bad.
Yeah, because it kind of adds some texture through the light. It's not just white light like that. But if you wanted that outside, we'd have to put more.
We have to wash the hell out of this room.
Yeah.
But I feel like with these plants already in here in the foreground, it kind of plays into it.
maybe in here. Maybe she opens this door and we're like, oh my god, is she gonna climb into that? And it's just one of your objects is right here. As I love all the stuff. So you open this, one of your objects, you find it, and that would be cool.
I feel like getting a lot of profile stuff too, where it's like you use the thing to break it.
Right. Yeah.
Would be really good.
So shots in here we really love. That one framed, similar to the dollhouse. We'll figure out a transition later. And her finding one of her objects in this glass crystal case thing. Finding one of her objects. So that's your thing. If you're in here and you're looking for objects, and maybe you look on the mantle or on that. Yeah. So you're kind of really
do you want her to
searching.
find it in that, or do you want her to find it like in somewhere open?
I want her to find it in there.
Okay.
The more we're shooting, the more I'm wanting to do like long lenses,
I see what you're
like
saying.
50s and 85.
Well, no, definitely with 85, especially if we're going to be using the tiny house. What am I saying? The tiny home.
Tiny home.
Did you know tiny homes?
Yeah, they're really hot right now.
Yeah, especially in libraries.
So hot
At
right
least
now.
3 times that size.
What is this, a home for ants?
Oh my god. All right, so with that being said, too, we still going to need to be passing behind like more walls like that.
Yeah.
So let's keep remembering those.
I might
shots.
honestly go grab my.
I think that'd be a good intro shot. What do you
Remembering
think?
this shot right here, I think it's great. I think it needs to maintain its lighthearted, sense that like it's not a horror movie, guys. It's not a horror
What
movie.
if, I'm not a shotsman, but what if you...
I'm not a shotsman. What is that term?
Shotsmith.
Like Jesse and Sean, the shotsmen.
We're just like in there like carving out shots.
What if you guys were this far back? So you do the pan, so I'm back there, and then you get some of me through the first window, and then come in through this window, come in
I
closer.
hand it off to Jesse.
Yeah.
He grabs it and you continue through.
Yeah, yeah.
Gimbal.
If we had a gimbal, game over on that. It'd be like, yeah, no problem. We can do that.
Yeah.
I think
We'll have it for the next
I think a
one.
wider shot might
the
be
sequel.
awesome though too to
For the
create more
sequel.
depth perception. So
The sequel will help.
She comes back to the,
the
tiny
sequel, the
house.
sequel to this behind the scenes too.
Yeah.
More
with this
behind
crew.
the scenes.
There's another set of stairs too if you really want it. I feel like we got enough stairs.
Yeah, I feel like we have the 2 stairs. We have the
lots of-
stairs
we
down
have
from
lots of
Rice's
stairs.
apartment and over there. So cool. So a couple cool doors. Sean,
There's also this door right here
would
too.
you enough light to do this door here?
Like it's got a good light. I feel like light's hitting that door really nicely.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it looks fine.
Wide shot right here, maybe even wide enough to get this door in it.
Sure.
And you have her come out, but then we just have her come out of that door and then come in this door. So it's almost like it creates that like portal change.
Oh wait, like she comes out of
She-
here
I
into
call
there and
Scooby-Doo.
back from there. Yeah.
She comes out of there, and then
Yeah.
since the camera's a chop, we just
We chop it, she
and
comes
then
right back.
Comes out of,
Or-
and then like comes across the frame, like
And,
looking
and then
around.
she heads over there.
Yeah.
You make
So
it.
we go door.
Oh yeah.
Because I feel like that was another thing too, is we don't want the montage of in and then out and then in and then out to be like a really regular rhythmic thing.
There's a couple.
So
things
there's
we can do,
times
yeah.
where it's gonna fit with the music and it's gonna be like boom, 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 and then we'll have longer shots of doors and stuff.
I think though with this door right here would be really cool is if you did that long shot, Natalie,
Yeah.
is if you had her coming up like this, then coming in the door.
Sweet.
Because
Yeah.
then it would give you even more depth to work with right back there too.
Yeah.
Even if it takes her a second. I have a confession. You'll die
I like it. I like it. We'll get a better light for in there. Are you okay?
Yeah.
She's afraid
Oh
of the,
yeah, I just
afraid of the
still
monkeys.
had this in my hand, and then I tripped over a shoe.
That's an awesome shot. I love it. I love seeing her through, because we're seeing it through screens. We're seeing her through like the frosted glass and a couple of other
That'd be cool.
sort of
All right,
things,
let me make a
and
note
through
on that.
the sort of bars on the staircase. So there's a lot of like the sense that she is like, you know, caged or behind
Very
something.
much so.
Yeah.
Francis comes downstairs. Profile of bricks in background. But you probably just have to hold it, and then we'll have to like.
to show that.
What's
like,
that called?
Transition.
What's this called?
Shake it?
Shake it. You gotta shake it.
Because this doesn't happen earlier in the
Yeah, you can't get
later.
warp stabilization to work unless you shake that shit.
And
I'll
this,
try this little slit shot real fast. While
Yeah, go ahead and shut that door.
do you want to test this one window here? Or
Yeah, let's do both of those. So first off, let's get this slit shot. That'd be cool for her to come down the stairs and then come put her face up to that, right?
Yeah.
Hey Francis, can you come down the stairs and look into this slit? Focus might be weird. We might have to
Not a lot
put,
of focus. I can.
but also we might have to put like a light or something, right?
That alone, like, could it be sat?
Quiet, Francis.
I think I liked the farther away than right up against it.
Okay, I like that
I
too.
think that looks really cool.
All right, Fran. Okay, come over on this side here. We'll get this. And here, put your hand up against there, Francis. All right, so we can at least see that, but I still feel like we're gonna have to. Oh no, that looks great.
Now put your butt against it.
Now put your other hand against it.
I am.
No, your third hand, and then your fourth, and then your fifth. Francis, come down the stairs, rubbing your fingers along this glass. Like come down the stairs and rub your right hand along the glass.
Yeah, that's cool.
Her eyes just right up against there. I was like, is Francis in there? She was like, ah!
Oh, that's really cool.
Oh, there it is. That's it. All right, now come back. After we get that, come back up on this glass here. I want to see it.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. That's even got like a little bit of different color spectrum. Okay. Okay.
Now your butt. Yeah. Well.
Not
No, we don't need the
necessarily
view screen for that. You're just gonna turn down the
opacity.
Yeah.
opacity on her,
So
and then
that's
shoot
another-
it twice, right?
It's another thing. I'll have to figure out what shots you want that on.
Okay.
Because then we'll run it through with her, and then.
And then
I won't.
No Francis.
Yeah, I'll not touch the camera. We'll run it for another like 30 seconds after, or however long it took her to
Yeah,
get through
and
the.
I-
that is something that we do need to.
I think at
be
this,
thinking about
we're
too.
kind of making our way back in that direction right now. So I know that once we were downstairs and stuff like that, we basically have her fully formed.
Mostly, yeah.
But like, I feel like at that
But
point,
it's establishing at the beginning when she's up here that she's kind of.
because what'll happen is
Oh, that's right, it's
once we start
beginning.
moving around and getting these shots of movement and stuff, it's gonna be harder to make transparency.
Yeah.
We can
Maybe once or twice when she is picking up an object and we're like static on her, or not even picking up, because we can't really do it when she's moving, but like when she's reaching for an object or when she's looking at an object and it's a really still shot, there might be a little moment in there, but I don't know. We'll have to see.
For instance, let's see as an example here.
What, is the opacity something you turn up or down in when you're shooting it?
No, it would be how you shoot it, because you have to create a slate for every shot.
Yeah.
So if I did a shot of, I mean, a lot of the stuff we could probably put on a tripod, really. But like, say when she's in a library and she's crawling on the floor, and we're doing those panning around shots like that, it would be better if she was fully formed then.
Yeah.
Specifically, first off, this story kind of leads to that.
Right.
But second, if Sean's doing a pan of the library like this,
It's hard
he's going to have to
recreate
repeat that exact
exactly,
moment
yeah.
unless we have like basically a machine.
That robot, yeah.
Yeah.
Someday.
Someday. They'll exist. And this one is like, people are like, oh, robot arms taking over. I'm like, dude, you don't understand how beautiful slates will be if you can just have something repeating the same shot over and over again.
Yeah.
Let's kind of go from the top there and see what, because this needs to lead into something that leads into the other thing, so we need to see where that path goes.
Yep.
And then we can see how that's going to connect with the rest of the place. We start off with a pan of the shoes, like in front of these chairs, but then someone starts arcing
Yeah.
like this way.
Yeah, it's an absurdly long line of shoots.
We're going to do a slider on the shoe line. Now, with that shoe line shot, is it going to be a shot like this, or did you want to do a bird's eye?
Well, I mean, I guess the way we've been kind of looking at it is like just like a really low, close to the shoe, like right above the ground, coming across like the toes, kind of thing.
The bird's eye kind of implies there's like another being who's watching, who's looking down, you know? And I feel like she's very alone.
Sometimes it does, but then sometimes it allows for like good texture shots.
Okay.
It does sometimes allow for texture shots, but if we don't do it like 2 or 3 times, then
It's kind of out of the blue.
It's way out of place.
Yeah, I think it's out of place.
What? Cat butt.
And the shoe pan is like empty shoes, empty shoes, empty shoes, empty shoes, shoes with a person in them.
And that's how we start, really. We don't even.
I'm just shoes with a person in them.
A really tall one, like this big. Hello! I made these shoes. It took me my entire life to make these shoes here.
We see her begin to peel her, like if there wasn't the cracked door, she would still be planted there, right? And then we see her start to peel herself off, and I think it takes great effort. You've been cemented here for a long time. Maybe having her come out of this cabinet down here.
Or a little depth perception. It doesn't need that. It needs depth to put the camera in there more than anything.
Right. Looking at the cracked door, then we need to get her approaching the cracked door, seeing like the camera is inside, and we see her little like face, a little sliver of her eye looking in. We need her hand reaching in towards the camera. We need her hand taking up the scissors. We probably need her seeing the scissors, putting them in her pocket.
All right, I'm on the first one that you said. So.
Yeah, this is like we're giving a lot of information at in this first bit. Slightly close.
40. My favorite things is numbers. After she, I guess it would be her moving across here, which is going to be part of that transitional shot. She's going to find the scissors and go into the cabinet. Is that all we need here? Is that all we need in this room?
Whoa, wrapped on day 1. Rehearsals, how do you feel, Jesse?
I feel pretty good. I'm excited to get this thing shot tomorrow because it's the first time that Sean and I get to do something that isn't our idea. It's going to be awesome.
Oh, God. Stairs. It's probably all too dark now,
I can't
too.
see us anyways. I see ghosts. I watch nothing and everything. All right. Are you recording right now?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
All
I'll
right.
bring a box.
Let's, you ready?
I don't know framing.
It's okay. Turn around
I can
so we
use
can
the-
frame these other people.
I can use the mirror.
Hey, it's a wrap on,
You're talking about.
probably like that, right?
One of those
I don't know.
usually.
I don't know. It's a wrap. There's Natalie back there. There's Francis. That's a wrap for day 1. We did the walkthrough. We're going to start in here in the library tomorrow and start with this thing. So,
Actual shoot day.
Actual shoot day. So stay tuned, goons, because we're going to do it. Make more films.
Love you.
I hate you.
Wow.
I'm amazing. Yeah, movies are terrible. Don't do them. I love doing them.
Do you, though?
I hate them. Movies are stupid. I lie. They're the best.
and it's gonna be sick. Did you see that? Did you get that on film? Did you get that? Did you get that?